evening, everyone, and welcome. And we've got a special game for you tonight. This one part of the NBA Cup. I'm Kevin Harlan, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg joining me courtside with our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. And a chance here to check out some stats for Mikal Bridges.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. We've got Josh Hart, Jalen Brunson out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Anunoby in at the 3 slot. And for Boston, Jared McCain is out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Bird. Then it's Sarr, and it's Sabonis in at center. We know these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach. Player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
Anunoby against McCain. Pass to Bird. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul.
Yeah, quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
On defense, New York. To the paint. And a slam dunk by Sabonis.
And you know what? At 6'10", dunking is low stress for Sabonis. Solid at getting himself inside for these throwdowns.
And here are the Knicks. Hart outside. Anunoby left side. Sinks the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Now Simmons. Outside, Sabonis. Here's Sarr. Second shot opportunity. Sabonis' shot is off. Anunoby and Simmons with the rebound. For Boston, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Sabonis gets the bucket.
This is really where Sabonis does some of his best work. He's a reliable scorer in the paint.
Hart outside. Bridges sets the screen for Hart. Bridges finds Towns. Out to Brunson. Clock at 6. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no cover.
On the wing, Bird shoots over Towns, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
This is how automatic Bird is. All he needs is the ball, and instantly that shot is gone.
Hart with it, now defended by Sarr. Hart the pass to Bridges. Good on the 3-point shot.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Clark, one of the better two-way wings in the NBA, Mikal Bridges.
Yeah, he's a versatile defender. Has really improved offensively recently, in my estimation. Was second in Defensive Player of the Year voting one time. And over time, like I said, I think he's really added to and rounded out his offensive game.
New York's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. And here's Brunson outside. And Boston with the rebound. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively. And they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Trailing by 2.
Bird with 3 assists already.
This is the first we're seeing of Boston.
And 2 teams at vastly different ends of the standings last year, but they played each other to a draw.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Just about halfway through group play. Here are the NBA Cup standings.
Well, this competition has been really fun to watch. Some great games thus far. It feels like every year the NBA Cup just gets better.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Towns the screen. And Mikal Bridges with the 3s. Bridges has got 6 points.
You don't want to let Bridges find what he's looking for on the perimeter. You know, he's got an improving stroke from distance.
Here's Song. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
And that can drive guys absolutely crazy. I mean, they know they're better free throw shooters than that, but just did not get it done from the line.
And his 3rd shot of the night, no good, 0 for 3. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Earlier, I spoke with Brian Keith. The coach had nothing but praise for Jalen Brunson, and he said he spent a lot of time watching Jalen. His words were, it's not easy for a player his size to dominate like he does. It speaks to his drive and his ability to outthink his opponents. Coach holds Brunson in high regard. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. Here's Towns, and he banks in the layup.
Towns attacks the basket with such a ferocity and never give up attitude. I love that about him, guys.
And here is Simmons, scoreless thus far.
Come on, back it out, man.
Bird outside, just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Bridges. And it's Bird missing.
He just missed it. He's typically solid from mid-range.
Bird against Anunoby. Towns, the pass to Anunoby. Bridges. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Clark, you've been a part of this league for quite some time. What were some of your favorite cities to visit?
Well, it's hard to not include some of the big market cities. L.A., New York, Chicago, Boston, in part because those teams were really good and they also had great fan bases and fun venues to play in.
Bull. He's checked in for Boston. Koulibaly comes in for Jared McCain. And a switcher also for New York. Clarkson's checked in. Here's Bull. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Bull's got a little bit better touch than Sarr does around that basket.
Inside.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He made the decision.
Even though Sarr had the mismatch, he couldn't convert because he just doesn't have that kind of skill set. Great size against Josh Hart, but he just can't exploit it because he doesn't have the skill set. Bull has a little bit of a back-to-the-basket game, so you can post him up on smaller guys.
Making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in. We have a chance now to look at the teams that have created the most points off turnovers this season.
They're so aware defensively. I mean, an opportunistic group in terms of forcing miscues and getting out in transition. And boy, do they do a great job of taking advantage.
Clarkson kicks to Hart. Out to Brunson. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
He's having trouble getting anything to go right now.
Koulibaly with it. Back to Bird. Bridges with the steal. Hart outside. Pass to Clarkson. And that one's drained from the low block.
Fighting his way inside, Clarkson shows good body control.
Boston trails by 3. Now, here's Mitchell. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. To the inside. And the dunk by Bol.
That's really an outstanding assist, creating a great opportunity inside. You can see the chemistry between those guys.
For New York, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. In the corner, it's Clarkson. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Clarkson's got 5.
You know, Clarkson really working on his range, and defenses better wise up to it.
Here's Mitchell. No scoring in this one. Bird with the bucket.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's got 5. Towns, a screen on Mitchell. Clarkson for 3. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
A fine shooter from deep. Clarkson has a good feel for when to let it fly.
And G.A., you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning the championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from, and a Hall of Fame coach.
And here's Clarkson following Larry Bird's 3. Towns dishes to Clarkson. 5 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. And Towns throws it down.
An absolute beast in the pick and roll. Towns rolls off ready to score. He doesn't disappoint either.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Bol. It's rebounded by New York. Hart's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bounce pass from Bridges. Brunson with a clean look. And another 3 for New York.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Now here's Bird. A 23-point game for him in the win against Toronto.
And it was not a one-man show. That was the best part. He had just as good a game with his passing as he did with his scoring.
Here's Clarkson following the basket by Larry Bird. Towns, high post. No good on the shot.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Sabonis gets in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 in the game.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Hart outside. Pass to Towns. To the middle. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Sabonis.
You look at the skill set of Mikal Bridges, and it's shooting, wing defense. Every team would like to have a 3-and D guy like him.
Knicks bombing away from downtown in this one. They can't miss right now from downtown.
For Boston. The Knicks also changing it up. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Hart. And Miles McBride subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
In case you guys haven't up to speed what's going on with the storyline, make sure you guys read the description on this video. This is a must-win game for Team Larry Bird. It's explained in detail in the description area.
That's off as well, so he misses both.
You don't see him have too many of those trips to the line.
Mitchell's shot is good. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Pass to Towns. Over Bamba. And it's Towns missing. And so Bird will bring it up for Boston. Here's Bull. Craig defending. Inside. Here's Bamba. It's rebounded by New York.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
No hesitation from Bridges. He gets the ball and is primed to take that shot.
Mitchell's shot is good.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Towns, no luck.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Bird inside. Defended by Bridges. Bird with the bucket.
Boy, he's been a monster this quarter. Carrying the load for sure.
35 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Clarkson. Here's McBride. Covered by Mitchell. McBride's shot is off. Boston leading by 3. Bird looking it over. Here's Mitchell. Back to Bird. Here's Bamba. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Larry Bird making things happen for Boston. Setting up teammates and getting buckets. He is looking as determined as ever. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Looks like Bird's got that jumper going tonight, guys, more than usual.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
Boston's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Ty Jerome out there with Jackson. Then it's Czar, and it's Bird, and it's Bamba in at the 5 spot. That's the Boston 5. Now, here is Bird. Offensive rebound, Czar, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Aggressive moves by Czar. Love seeing that.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Their chemistry, that's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And let's also give them some credit for running the break so well. They're making the most of their chances to score in transition.
Both free throws good from Song. Clark, more so than ever, NBA offenses are putting the ball in the hands of their stars and letting them go to work.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, that's because NBA offense is all about creating space, and usually your star players can do that with a high level of skill, speed, shot making, and playmaking. You can create it with strength as well, playing through a guy like Jokic, Giannis, and Luka.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you, guys. Karl Anthony Towns is now familiar with the ethos of this Knicks team. He said they're gritty, they find a way to win, they never quit, bringing that New York mentality every single night. It's something that you recognize when you get to live in that kind of a culture. Back to you guys.
They are relentless. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Here's McBride, following the basket by Larry Bird. Craig passes to Bridges. Back to Craig, beyond the arc. Rebound, Boston. Bird's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the middle. Here's Bamba. And the dunk by Bamba.
Boy, I tell you, Bamba's wingspan and his standing reach is ridiculous. This dude was born to throw it down.
Bridges against Bird. Here's McBride. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. So, Clark, when you talk about Deuce McBride, how would you best describe his game?
An energizing presence. I mean, he brings great energy at both ends of the floor. He can knock down threes, plays with a real pace and fearlessness that injects energy into his team when he's on the floor. He's a great guy to have out there because he can really produce points in short stints of playing time.
Anunoby, he's checked in for Gary Payton. Sarr's shot is off. Knicks trail by 8. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. New York, no good that time either. Jerome passes to Sabonis. Here's Champagnie. Bridges with the steal. A wide open look here for Craig. Off target from outside.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
That's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Craig with a screen on Jackson. Clarkson for 3. New York, no good that time either.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
And
Sarr wasn't about to miss that one.
When you ask the coaches about Sarr, they rave about his motor.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Down low. And finished off by Craig.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Here's Champagnie. Still scoreless. And the shot goes down.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Bridges outside. From 11 feet away. Clarkson for 3. And Sarr pulls it down. Sarr's got his 5th rebound in this one. Jackson misses.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Now Jerome. After OG Anunoby missed from long range. Back to Jerome. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And Jerome has got the ball here for Boston. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Pass to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. No good from outside. Knicks trail by 10. To the inside. Here's Craig. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Craig's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Some changes for Boston. Ball, he's checked in for Alexander Sarr. Jared McCain comes in for Jackson. And Simmons subbed in for Ty Jerome. And then for New York, Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Torrey Craig. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Miles McBride.
And not many 6'10 players have the handles that Simmons has.
Knicks trail by 10. Anunoby outside. Left side, Towns. Out to Brunson. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Brunson's got 6 points.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Pass to McCain. Back to Simmons. The shot comes out. Bridges with some nice defense. And Brunson has it in the corner. Another three for New York.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Simmons in the corner. It's McCain. Off target with his three.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Sabonis with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Champagnie. He's covered by Clarkson. Champagnie passes to Bull. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Not too many can match up with Bull in close.
Brunson surveying the D. Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, Clark. It's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
Did not take long for Brunson to force himself into the conversation of the upper echelon of NBA guards. Let's face it. I mean, he's that kind of player and leader and has produced at a high level.
Bird, he's checked in for Boston. Payton, he's checked in for the Knicks. Miles McBride comes in for Jordan Clarkson. Simmons inside. He's guarded by Anunoby. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field. Pass to Anunoby. And here's Towns. And the 3 off target. Now here's Bird. Defended by McBride. Bird fights for his bucket inside.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Pass to Towns. And Brunson has it in the corner. That's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. And here is our 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's toughest defensive teams over the course of the last 10 games.
The teams they've faced over the last 10 have to be wondering how long this brutal defense is going to last. There's no let up in these teams. They play with tenacity throughout.
Towns, a screen on McCain. The 3.
They are struggling to replicate the success they had from range in the first quarter.
Right side Sabonis. Pass to Bull. In the corner, it's McCain. Drills it from outside. McCain's got his first 3 points of the game.
Great decision by Bull at 7-2. He's got a view that very few have.
Now, here's Anunoby. Brunson, left side. Payton passes to McBride. Will it go? That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. McBride's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Pass to Sabonis. Now McCain. Now Simmons. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one goes on Anunoby.
You know, at almost 7 feet tall, Simmons is hard to guard because he's got excellent speed. He knows how to use his body, and if you get too physical with him, he knows how to draw fouls.
He's off on the first. Love's checked in for Boston. Mohamed Bamba comes in for Bull. Josh Hart, he's checked in for New York. Bridges comes in for Miles McBride. And the second free throw, good.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
And it's Brunson missing.
Yeah, and he had to be tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
The line for Boston,
The first one falls.
taking 2 shots.
Both good from the line that time.
He's about as calm as you can be at the strike.
Knicks trail by 12. Brunson the pass to Towns. Hart with the screen for Towns. From past the arc. Bamba with the block.
Boy, great timing and awareness there from Bamba. He sends shots away on the daily.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Boston shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%. And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Now, here's Anunoby. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Pass to Brunson. Here's the three. Oh, Brunson, good from range.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
And here's Bird from the arc. In it goes for the 8th time.
He had 2 first quarter threes and now just added another.
Knicks trail by 15. Now Brunson. 20 points for him last game against Houston. We've got 1:13 left in the second quarter. Towns wide open. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Boy, Bird has really been in the zone throughout this game.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Anunoby has the open look. A three-pointer, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Anunoby against Bird. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one goes on Anunoby.
You know, Bird is a lot taller than people think. He's closer to 6'10" than 6'8", and that helps him inside defense trying to stop him, but got sloppy and fouled it.
Free throw good, Bird.
You know, part of what makes Bird exceptional is his all-around talent. I mean, he gets it done on both ends of the floor, and that's how you end up being an MVP in the league.
Bird hits them both. And here's Brunson. He's got 14. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Bridges outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson.
3 points.
Bridges has got 13.
Mikal Bridges lethal in the catch and shoot. You've got to run him off those kinds of looks.
Bird left side. Shoots over Bridges. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing way to get that ball off in time.
I agree. I mean, and to have the composure to lock in and get off a shot he feels confident about, that's good work.
And so it's Boston holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Well, Carl, they're scoring pretty easily. What has to change in the second half?
our whole defensive system right now because it's just not working. It's not the coaches, it's just the players. We're letting them get too much fast break. They're doing a great job, and they're hitting some shots, so we got to be able to make a miss.
Best of luck locking it in, guys.
Allie, thank you for that interview. And now we're at halftime. And we'll be back to bring you more basketball after this.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out. What are you guys thinking about when you look at the schedule? What do you know?
Well, I know what's on Shaq's schedule. Wake up, 12 pancakes, nap, chocolate shake, watch a little TV, chocolate shake again, then stroll to work.
Well, kid, you have no idea what's on my schedule. It's 15 pancakes. Let me check and see what's up next.
Oh, well, just look.
And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for Boston.
This is a shooting clinic. If I'm their coach, I'm not changing one thing.
Yeah, when a team is this insane, they make it look easy, just like us in the studio.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from Larry Bird.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Boston leading by 18. Second half underway, and here's who Mike Brown's got on the floor. We've got Jalen Brunson. Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Bridges, and it's Anunoby, and at the three, the small forward. Now here's Simmons. Nice ball movement by Boston. 5 on the clock. Sabonis, no good. Knicks trail by 18. And GA, you look at the numbers for Sabonis. They're historic. But how would you surround him to make a deep run?
Well, I might try to pair him with another rim protector. Sabonis is a nice focal. Point offensively, but he's not a big-time shot blocker.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Teammate Josh Hart may call Jalen Brunson the king of New York, but Brunson says, I would never consider myself a face of the franchise, but I'm a leader of this team. That's what I want to do, and I am grateful for the opportunity. I don't take this for granted. Kevin?
Yeah, staying humble. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Bridges outside. And the foul called on Alex Saw. That's his first foul. To the paint. Here's Towns. Plays it up and takes it in. And it's 6 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
On the wing, Bird. Shot clock at 5. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Brunson against Simmons. Brunson right side. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons.
13th in free throw percentage, and they're in the top half of the league in steals. They are doing a better job of taking advantage of your mistakes.
Here's Brunson. 14 points for him, and he comes up with the deuce.
When he's hot, Brunson is capital letter hot. There's just so many ways he can hurt you.
On the wing, Bird. He's looking for Sarr and finds him. Over Hart. Sarr's shot is off.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Anunoby kicks to Brunson. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. The layup off target. A nice shot by McCain. McCain's got 11.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Brunson the pass to Towns. Back to Brunson, and stolen by Simmons. Here's McCain. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. Mikal Bridges picks one up. For Boston, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. 19-point game. The Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
On the wing, Bird. Defended by Bridges. Sabonis kicks to Bird. Clock at 4. Sarr with the screen on Bridges. Bird with Hart covering. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Knicks trail by 19. Brunson finds Hart. Now Towns. Back to Brunson. Floats one. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Well, it's clear he's frustrated. Just needs to slow things down a touch and let the offense come to him.
And the big fella, Alex Sarr, showing promise. Craig, especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, great mobility for a 7-footer. That's invaluable for a big man in today's game, and has the makings of a modern offensive game as well.
That free throw missing.
There's just so much potential for Sarr. He's got that Wemby-like build with a lot of skill.
Some changes for Boston. Koulibaly comes in for Jared McCain. And it's Ty Jerome in for Ben Simmons. On the wing, Bird. Shoots over Anunoby. Shot's good from Bird. Bird's got 27.
He's a big reason why they're on top. I imagine they'll keep feeding him. I would.
Jerome against Brunson. Good.
Doesn't matter which hand he uses. Brunson is an excellent finisher around the rim.
Bird against Anunoby. Inside. Sabonis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. For Boston, they have been shooting right around 75% at the line. 9 of 12 so far.
Sabonis taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
Domantas Sabonis, so versatile, brings so much to his position. He scores, he passes, rebounds, and defends at a high level.
And so he hits both. Knicks trail by 21. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And Clark, is someone who has been around the game their entire life, what advice would you give to younger players?
A couple of things, Kevin, I would highlight. One is embrace the work, embrace the process of development, run your own race in that regard. Stay away from the snare of compare and dedicate yourself to being a continual learner and always striving to get better.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Mohamed Bamba comes in for Domantas Sabonis. And it's Bull in for Alexander Saw. Now, here is Bird. He's got 27. Shoots from 12. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Stolen by Bird. And here comes the break. Here's Bull. Terrific assist. A nice finish.
Oh, that was sweet.
Bull, more slender, but really...
I got to show that again. That was a sweet sequence. There's a steal by Bird. And then the Dr. J-like layup. There's a steal by Bird. Oh, man. That's beautiful basketball. Bird missed that shot, got back. Oops.
Showed his strength on that finish inside. He's lean, but he's got some mean to him as well.
It's good. Brunson's got 20 points.
That's the finesse part of his game right there. Lofting in that little teardrop.
Bird outside. Bull against Hart. Bull, that's good. Bull's got 4 points in the quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now, here's Anunoby. Towns sets the pick for Hart. Shot clock at 6. And Hart throws it down.
Way too easy for Hart. This is why the defense has to push him out of the paint.
Jerome with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's Bull. Buries it down low. Bull's got 12.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Here's Brunson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Tough as they come. Sometimes it looks like Brunson prefers finishing through contact.
Jerome passes to Bird. Hart against Bull. Over Hart. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Knicks trail by 18. Anunoby passes to Brunson. Towns a screen on Koulibaly. Hart inside. He's against Bull. And Bull sends it back. Bird passes to Jerome. Good. And it's Bird picking up the assist. Bird's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Boston.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
And also, guys, they push the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for the Knicks. Well, small forwards that can rebound the ball, such an asset to any team in the NBA. With now a look at the top rebounding wingmen. You look at Bird, one of the game's best, 2nd in the league.
And maybe they're not the biggest or strongest players in the front court, but that hasn't limited their ability to get in there and mix it up and come up with a lot of rebounds night in and night out.
I think you've got to look at their athleticism. I mean, they make up for all the size and bulk they may give away to the post specialists. And really, that's how they're able to compete in there. Athleticism gives them an edge.
To the middle. And it's Bull that time on the assist by Bird. Bird's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Brunson against Koulibaly. Brunson outside. Over Koulibaly. The shot's good from Brunson. Brunson's got 10 points here in the second half. Boston leading by 20. Here's Koulibaly. Hasn't made one yet. Bol a screen on Brunson. Jerome passes to Bol. And stolen by Hart. Bridges against Bird. Towns sets the pick for Clarkson. Driving inside.
Large guard loves to drive it, and somebody on defense needs to rotate in front of Clarkson if you're going to stop him.
On the wing, Bird. Defended by Bridges. Brunson against Jerome. A wide open look for Bird. Good on the triple. Bird's got 30.
This is just what Bird does. He makes shooting from range look easy.
Hart finds Brunson. Fires from 14, and again it's New York.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
Here's Koulibaly. Three-pointer, Bird. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Boston leading by 19. Bird outside. Sinks that one from the post. Bird's got 32 points.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Towns the screen. Brunson against Koulibaly. It's Hart on the wing. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And that one, good.
They have not attempted as many threes here in the second half, which I'm scratching my head about. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Bird with the bounce pass. Koulibaly, no good on the three. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. Towns dishes to Clarkson.
As he often does, Clarkson pushing the action, drawing the trip to the line.
The Knicks have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line.
At the line for the Knicks, Jordan Clarkson taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Kevin Love's checked in for Mohamed Bamba. And then for New York, Torrey Craig. He's checked in for Towns. OG Anunoby comes in for Josh Hart. And Miles McBride subbed in for Jalen Brunson. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Bird misses.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
The tray. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Here's Love. Yep, it counts.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And so it's Boston with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Here's McBride. Sabonis is out there with Bol. Then it's Koulibaly. Then there's Ty Jerome. And it's Bird in at the small forward. That's the Boston 5. Towns against Jerome. Pass to Sabonis. Double team Sabonis. Here's Bol. There's the triple. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Wow, don't see the quick trigger out of Bol very often, but it was on display there.
Towns a screen on Koulibaly. With the step back. Tipped away. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Anunoby finds Craig. And finished off by Craig.
And how high can you fly? I mean, he finishes that one with some pop.
GA after getting loose in the lane with a scintillating move.
Well, I tell you what, he deserves to do some collar popping after that sequence.
Bird right side, just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Anunoby. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Bird's got 34 points.
Yeah, you know, when he's not beating you from the three or attacking the basket, Bird, very reliable from the mid-range.
There's the three, and Ball sends it back. Anunoby kicks to Clarkson. And Clark, one idea that Commissioner Silver mentioned, shortening NBA games to 40 minutes as opposed to the current 48 minutes. What are your thoughts there?
You know, Kevin, I don't know if shortening the game would be an answer. I certainly would love to see the season shortened to take maybe 12 to 14 games off the regular season. I think would go a long way to enhancing the season-long quality of play.
Pass to McBride. Craig sets a screen. McBride's shot is off. For Boston, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Clarkson for 3. And Boston with the rebound. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Bird against Anunoby. Bird, the pass to Bull. Boston needs to get off a shot. Sabonis finds Bird. He's over Anunoby. And Bird with the basket on the assist by Sabonis. That's 36 points for Larry Bird. Clarkson looking for an opening. They get a hand on it. And stolen by Bull. Now Jerome. Here's Bird. Craig pulls it in.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Yeah, the step back. No good from Bird. New York's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Here's Jerome, defended by McBride. On the wing, Bird shoots over Anunoby. That misses off the backboard. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. They get it again. Pass to Towns. Here's McBride. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
That's a part of his game that Towns has really developed in his time in the league, becoming a good passer.
Here's Jerome, defended by McBride. With 4 spacing so in demand league-wide, Clark, there are non-shooting big men on the chopping block, wouldn't you say?
I agree. I mean, for centers, you've got to have the awareness as far as cutting and moving off the ball and then using what they call circle action in the paint to create an angle for the pass and stay out of the way. Those are things that are part of the game now for the big guys.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. So Boston going with almost an entire new grouping. Bamba is checked in for Sabonis. Evan Love comes in for Bol. Johnson, he's checked in for Koulibaly. And Simmons subbed in for Ty Jerome. And then for New York, Josh Hart, he's checked in for Towns. Mikal Bridges comes in for Torrey Craig. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Miles McBride. To the inside, stolen by Bamba. Johnson, a wide open look. And again, Boston with the triple.
A strong catch and shoot option. Opponents will learn you can't give Johnson those kind of looks.
Down low. Here's Bridges. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Simmons passes to Love. Bird outside. 5 on the clock. Outside for Simmons. From deep, Johnson. And it's good. Assisting on the play with Simmons. Simmons got 4 assists in the game.
A rookie who shoots freely from the arc. Johnson is a threat with range.
Hart finds Brunson. Over Simmons. Rebound Boston. Bird, the pass to Simmons. From down in the low post, it goes.
The interior game of Simmons is rock solid. When he gets a matchup he likes, he knows exactly how to exploit it.
Pass to Clarkson. Back to Brunson. And here is Bridges. And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their system.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are, no doubt, intriguing.
Shoots a fader. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Bird's got 41.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Inside, shot to stop the run. Bamba with the block. To the middle. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Anunoby outside. Up top, Hart. Pass to Brunson. Lets it go from deep. And Boston with the rebound. Bird's got 11 rebounds in the game. Now here's Love. He's guarded by Anunoby. Love against Anunoby. Count that one.
And defensively, they're...
Oh, Kevin Love going in the bag. Old man.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Hart finds Anunoby. Brunson against Simmons. For 3, Bridges. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
He certainly shot the ball well here, trying to lift his team up.
Bird left side. Pass to Bamba. Play by Bird to set.
Man, they are toying with these guys. Man, come on. They are toying with these guys, man. Look at this. Hold on, let me start it over. I don't know. Hey, Bird's over here. He had this dude jumping. He had Clarkson. Hey, Clark. Boy, what are you doing? Side. It goes over. Got both of those guys looking at him. Hey, no, wait a minute. No, it's over here. Look at Larry.
Offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And Simmons kicks to Bird. Back to Simmons. Now Johnson. Bird outside. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by New York.
Man, he should hit
Rebound
that.
number 7 for him tonight. Bridges for 3. And again, New York with the triple.
An expert shooter in the corner. Bridges knows that angle so well.
2 minutes remaining.
Papa dishes to Bird. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Bridges passes to Hart. Clarkson for 3. Bird pulls it in. Bird's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter. Rebounded by Hart. The Knicks shooting around 37% in the fourth quarter. The minutes starting to wear on them.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing.
Yeah, Bird's tired. Let me call it.
And this will go in the record books as a big
Bird's tired. Let me get him out of there. Get an ovation for him.
Standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Larry Bird.
He did it all tonight and had a triple-double to show for it. Leading by example, he was tremendous.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Champagne's checked in, and it's Mitchell in for Simmons. Here's Love. Can't hit from in close. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for New York. Wasted no time on that one.
I'd like to see Mikal shoot more often from the mid-range. He's got a nice stroke.
Boston's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. Brunson against Mitchell. That one drops for him.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Brunson kicks to Anunoby. New York moving the ball around. In the corner, it's Bridges. Over Johnson. And Bamba pulls it down. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
Knicks ball.
So it's the Knicks now. Now here's Brunson. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for Allie LaForce, to my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. And now we present the player of the game, Larry Bird.
Yeah, this was a good performance for team. Man, especially against the caliber of opponent. So this will get them to 7-5. I mean 8-5 now. We'll take a look at it here after this. Let's take a look at Larry's highlights before we get out of here. Man, he was doing it all out here, man. But it wasn't just him. It was a good performance team-wise. That's what they need, man, because they got an uphill battle to try to catch Team Jordan and Team Wilt, Team Kareem. Trying to get at least get some kind of home court advantage in the playoffs down the line. Because once, like I said before, once you get so low, that's a nice fast break. Once you get so low and chasing, man, it's almost impossible to come back. Man, look at these fakes, man. He gets his shot off so easily. Nice. He finds him over there for a three. All these assists he had, man. Another. Oh, that was sweet. Just floated it over their heads. That was sweet. 41, 12, and 13. 17 for 29 from the field and 5 for 8. No turnovers for Mr. Larry Joe Bird. And that's the story out here in this game for them that they had to win. So we'll take a look here at the standings. That puts Team Larry Bird to 8-5. Now they're 3.5 games behind. And they have banished the New York Knicks out of the playoff picture. The Knicks probably fall to like maybe 6 games behind. So they had to get that game to stay somewhat in the competitive race for the top seeds. We're still early in the season though. It's just you just want to make sure you stay close. So Team Larry Bird did their business. Now taking a look at their schedule, they got some pretty winnable. Well, they got 2 winnable games. I think they got 2 tough ones. Well, I don't know. The Bulls are tough. Then you got Wembanyama. That's not going to be easy. Then you got Memphis. That's going to be a tough game. They should be able to. I don't know. Portland's a toss-up. Then you got Orlando. Orlando's a tough matchup. And then, of course, you got Team Jordan. Yeah, so I would say it's not an easy schedule, but it ain't that's going to be a tough game because of Wemby. You got Morant and Jackson. You never know what you're going to get from Lillard. The Magic are always tough, and then of course Jordan is Jordan. So, and then you got Giannis down here in Toronto. So you got Jordan twice. Actually, they played Jordan twice in the same week right there. Look at that. Yikes. Yeah, so it's yep. Team Larry Bird, but on the good side, they got 2 days of rest off. Play the Bulls, then they got 3 days off. So they should be able to get some good rest for everybody going forward. So with that, let's go ahead and take a look at the Daily View and see who is up next. Oh, this is going to be an exhibition right here. It's Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain going up against the 3-10 Charlotte Hornets. Oh, my God. Let's take a look and see that. Is that an NBA Cup game? Yes, it is. If the NBA Cup game is starting to come down to the wire, let's take a look and see how that's coming along. Let's take a look and see what's going on with the NBA Cup situation and the standings here. Well, right now, the Globetrotters, Wilt's team is the number 1 with Team Jordan. So right now, it would be Team Wilt and Team Jordan in the NBA Cup game because they haven't lost any of them. Surprise, surprise. At least in Group A, I guess. I don't know how it particularly works, but Group A and then Group E. I don't know how that works, but that's that. But anyway, guys, next game coming up will be Team Chamberlain, 10-0, still undefeated. Looking like the OKC Thunder in real life right now, man. I just checked the standings. OKC's at 23-1 in the real world. They're kicking butt in real life, so man. Looking like Wilt Chamberlain's going to go up against Mason Plumlee and Mikal Bridges up front. Good God. Does not look good. And I will see you guys for that game, maybe a little bit later tonight or maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Peace.